Integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a f of x plus f of minus x dx. In this video, we shall give an algebraic proof of this definite integral property. In the latter part of the video, we shall deduce this well-known result from this definite integral property. We take the integral on left hand side and split the integral using the property the integral from a to c f of x dx is equal to integral from a to b f of x dx plus integral from b to c f of x dx, provided the point b is between a and c. Using this property, we can write the integral on left hand side minus a to a f of x dx is equal to integral from minus a to 0 f of x dx plus integral from 0 to a f of x dx. Here 0 is between minus a and a. Let's call this expression as expression a. Now we take the first integral on right hand side and call it I1. So I1 is equal to minus a to 0 f of x dx. We put x is equal to minus z. Taking differential on both sides, we get dx is equal to minus dz. As we have introduced a new variable z, so the limits of integration will also be according to the new variable z. So when x approaches minus a, then z approaches a. And when x approaches 0, then z approaches 0. So the integral I1 can be written as a to 0 f of minus z into minus dz. Here dx has been replaced by minus dz, x has been replaced by minus z, and the limits of integration has also been changed. Now this integral I1 can be written as minus into 0 to a f of minus z dz. The negative sign with the dz has been taken out, and we have interchanged the limits of a definite integral. Doing this, the sign of the definite integral is changed using this property. Now I1 can be written as 0 to a f of minus z dz. Now we again change the variable inside the definite integral, and we can write I1 is equal to 0 to a f of minus x dx. Do remember that changing the name of variable in definite integral doesn't affect the integral provided the limits are same. Hence, the integral minus a to 0 f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of minus x dx. So we have shown that the integral minus a to 0 f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a f of minus x dx. So the expression a can now be written as the integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a f of minus x dx plus integral from 0 to a f of x dx. Here the first integral on right hand side has been replaced. As the limits of integration on integrals on right hand side are same, so we combine these two integrals and write 0 to a f of minus x plus f of x dx. We rearrange this expression and write minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of x plus f of minus x dx. That's what we were supposed to prove. Now we shall deduce a well-known result from this definite integral property. The expression a is a general definite integral property. Here the integrand f of x may be even, may be odd, or may be neither even nor odd. But what happens if the function is strictly even or strictly odd? Let's discuss these cases one by one. Case 1 is if the function f of x is even. If the function f of x is even, then f of minus x is equal to f of x. So the expression a can be written as the integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of x plus f of x. Here f of minus x has been replaced by f of x as the function is even. So after adding and taking 2 common, we can write the integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 2 times integral from 0 to a f of x dx. Now we take the second case when f of x is odd. If f of x is odd, then f of minus x is equal to minus f of x by definition. So the expression a can now be written as the integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a f of x plus minus f of x. Here in the expression a, f of minus x has been replaced by minus f of x because the function is odd now. So this integral can be written as the integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a 0 dx because f of x and f of minus x will cancel each other. So the integral from minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 0 when the function is odd. Now we combine these two results and get this well-known definite integral properties result.